Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Kind of a last minute decision to do a video this morning. I saw what I was shaving with. I thought, well, let's share that with folks. It's a single edge razor. This is back when I couldn't afford to get a really nice raised flat bottom. They were going for ridiculous prices, and I saw one had broken teeth on one side and went pretty cheap. And so I got it, and I made what's called a shade razor, single half a DE. So using a single edge, snapping a double edge blade in half and using half of it. So what I did was I got this, just a simple razor rock handle, I think. But anyhow, I got the raised flat bottom. Like I said, it was in rough shape. Broken teeth on one side, so I ground that side off. And you still get the same shave as you would with any other raised flat bottom, right? But this one was inexpensive because of getting it that way. Anyway, trying to brush some hair off of the blade here, and I'm seeing more on it. I think I'm collecting hair from my dog. Now, let me get this cleaned out. I don't think I've had this apart and cleaned this in a while. Oh my goodness. You know what? Let's change that blade. You don't want to see this. What? You do? Okay. There you go. Let's put that in the blade bank there. And 1 second while I grab another blade here. Grab this one. There's some Wizamets. Okay, so anyway, so I got the razor and ground the thing down, sanded it, smoothed it, tried to make it look good, and it did, except for, missing finish and stuff like that it had. Ooh, I should have snapped that off while it was in the wrapper. Give me a second here. Just getting up, first cup of coffee. All right, so basically just take it, snap it in half, and take half out. All right, so lay it in there. Basically get that together, screw it on there. So I eventually ended up sending this off to Backroads Gold and having them do the head on that for me, so it's nice nickel. But I thought it came out pretty good. Anyway, all right. So we're shaving with Ethos Blood Orange today. And I have my Semogue Boar Owners Club soaking for way too long, I'm sure. This will let Tommy know that I'm not the greatest lather person, because I won't get enough lather with this boar. I just know I won't. I think getting the lather right is just having the right amount of, not too much and not too little moisture on the brush when I load it. I don't use my boars enough because they require time to get them to the point that I enjoy using them, which is kind of defeating, because if you don't use it because you're not enjoying it, you never get it to that point, right? I should just man up and do a better job with them boars. All right, I think we've got enough on there. Let me just get this off the outside here and dry the jar. Soap in my hand. Alrighty. I guess you could see I've got some growth here. I don't know how many days it is. It's probably whatever it's been since my last shave. Alright, how about a dad joke, since we're making stupid jokes ourselves. I ordered a deck of cards the other day online and they still haven't gotten here. And I contacted the company. They said they're dealing with it. Alright. So hopefully everybody's having good shaves. We've had some warmer weather. I'm getting my break-in period of the boar here with some hairs coming off. It's been a big unsolved robbery case over at the local IKEA. And they say the police are having trouble putting the pieces together. Anyway, hopefully everybody's having great shaves. So I've not come up with the idea of doing those shade razors. That would be someone else's idea. I just used the idea to go ahead and make one of these for myself. When I saw that, I was like, hey, that'd be a way I could get one of those raised flat bottoms. So, that's a situation for you. I don't know if they're still pricey or not. Probably are. And you got a grinder, some sanding equipment and stuff. Pretty sure all I did was put the head together on a handle. Had some water in a container nearby so I could cool it. Didn't want to overheat the metal. And just ground away at it and then sanded it when I got it where I wanted. Better to go slow and not be in a hurry, but I don't think it took all that long. So if you want to know more about just strictly single edge razors and you don't know fuzzy from shaving with fuzzy, you want to head over to Toast 3. That's T-O-S-T and the number 3. Very small shaving forum. I don't know if there's much going on there or not. But there's a wealth of information there you can look up. It's where I first heard about these. So there you go, Fuzzy. Shout out to you. He never comments on my videos. Watches them sometimes, I think. But I think he brought some of his rant into my, my comment section once, and I said, hey, none of that here, kind of jokingly, and he said, fine. I think he deleted it and then left and didn't comment anymore. Hey, Fuzzy, lighten up. You weren't being banned. I think he likes that. He likes getting banned from places. Anyway, he's a good guy. Good videos he puts out too. If you're not familiar with him, look him up. Alrighty. Third pass. How about a sip of coffee and another joke or two? Somebody commented they enjoyed the dad jokes, and I forget sometimes, so. Oh yeah, you know, I think I'm allergic. I go to the gym. I think I'm allergic to something there, because whenever I go there, I have trouble breathing and I start sweating. A little boy comes home, he tells his dad, he said, Dad, today the teacher was talking about cloning, and I don't really understand any of it. The dad says, that makes two of us. I haven't used this razor in a long time. But the raised flat bottoms are just terrific shavers. I mean, if you know, you know. They're known for it. Here we go. Water on my glasses. I'm gonna shave around my mouth again too, but I'll spare you and do that off camera so you don't have to put up with the faces I make. Yeah, I feel pretty proud of myself. The other day I was doing a puzzle. I finished it just in a couple of hours, but the box said 2 to 4 years, so I thought I was doing pretty good. Right, some witch hazel. So like I said, I wasn't really planning on doing a video, and then I thought, well, why don't I do that? Show people a shade razor. Highlight Toast 3 for Fuzzy. So there you have it. I don't know if it shows up much good on there or not, but it's got the Made in England. What's it saying there? It's got some it's got Made in England on one side and some patent numbers and stuff they'd have on the bottom, but that's my raised flat bottom, half of it anyway. Alright, so hit it with the blood orange. We're just going to be a quick video in and out here. Thanks everybody for watching, those that are subscribed. I'm going to try to be more conscious of highlighting some of my vintage stuff. And so here's another one, and it gives you an idea if there's a vintage razor you're wanting. They're just impossible to acquire at a reasonable price. You could always pull this little stunt, you know, just use one side of the razor. Don't worry about the broken teeth on the one side, or make it grind it down, sand it smooth, get it looking good, and Just use it like that. And I used it the way it was before I sent it off, probably for a year or two before I actually sent it off and had it refinished. I decided, hey, I enjoy this. Let me go ahead and get it redone. So you don't have to, though. You can just use it the way it was. Anyway, Dave in Kentucky, thanks for joining me again. I appreciate it. Be kind, be safe out there, and we'll see you on the forum.